Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Rambling After Dark. Here we go. The Ramble After Dark. Double up. I would be comedian Jerry Rocha. Right over there we have
Eddie Pence.
Rambling After. They think it's just us two.
Pence. Yeah. Who else would it be?
Well, it is. Yeah.
Not surprised anymore. Not even surprised anymore.
No. How is he going to get Giuliani's money? I don't know. I don't know how he's going to get Rudy his money. I don't know how many GoFundMes they can try to put together.
$48 million. There's enough.
That gets a few burns, doesn't it?
Dipshits out there that'll get him some money.
I think they're running dry. I think the dipshits are running dry. I think they're grandma's social security.
At some point, they have to go. This is like after the Trump cards with the pieces of the suit. Don't you go? Okay, they're just in this to rip money off of people. At some point,
this is worthless
and
stupid.
grift.
This is fucking worthless and stupid. How do we not realize this? By the way, so boy, did my Dallas Cowboys shit the bed against the Buffalo Bills. And
True.
I thought,
did.
well, that's it. Home field ain't going to happen. Might as well rest the starters. Might as well rest them now.
Right.
For that. But then,
Eagles going to win the division.
But then, holy shit. Did the Eagles just shit the bed against the Seattle Seahawks? What was it, 2017?
Right in the end there, right at the end.
Does Drew Lock's family let him win when they play pickup games in the backyard? I don't think they probably don't. I don't think Drew
Lock
want
to. They feel bad for him.
They do. They're like, well,
but they're like, he'll never learn to truly win, and if we let him win.
If we let him. And look, and I ain't saying, I'm just saying, wow.
Like as a Washington fan, there's nothing going on right now, so it's kind of fun to almost sit back and go just watch you guys. You and the
what
Eagles
if they
fans
just keep
sort of
losing?
Like live and die every
How
weekend.
funny would that be if both Washington and Dallas just lose every game for the rest of the season?
You guys are still going to get it. You've already clinched.
Yeah.
So you're already in. Now it's just who gets a home field game.
Who gets home field?
Right?
And who gets home field?
Cowboys, they're a different team on the road than they are at home.
I mean, the only blessing is they play Tampa Bay in the first round. So, okay, I'm not that worried about that.
Yeah,
but
they can go to Tampa and win, but
that's it.
Eagles are better at home, but they also can win on the road. But Dallas is like night and day. Road and home.
Now, if you don't mind, when you're okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to, but. Do you mind if we give a little plug to Mr. Football?
Oh, sure.
If you remember, of course, I'm sure you remember so many details of the day your son Colton was born.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But did you think that when the doctor spanked him,
right,
he would have coughed up the sheet of paper that he coughed up?
I didn't think, because that's 14 and a half years ago.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I was like, the funniest thing is I said, I mean, I didn't put this all in the message. You called me, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And you were like, what does this mean? And I said, well, this is going to be on a Monday night game on ESPN that Buck and Aikman will be calling. I remember.
Right.
And that the Manning brothers are going to be calling on ESPN
doing their Manning cast, which they were still playing.
They were still playing.
Peyton still had a Super Bowl to win and lose with the Broncos.
Yeah.
Eli, I think, had one more Super Bowl with the Giants at that point to win.
I mean, so I'm not trying to say Mr. Football knows his shit, but I mean, what if you don't mind? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I'm digging up the paper right now.
You kept it after all these years?
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's in Colton's scrapbook.
Did it freak you out that he coughed it up? Did it freak you out that he coughed it up?
Because they slapped him on the back, they did that back slap thing, and
right.
you're supposed to hear you're supposed to hear him cry, but he didn't cry because he had the piece of paper in his
mouth.
And so we reach in there, and we got the piece of paper out, and I'm like, holy crap.
And then you called me.
But the interesting thing was, I opened a piece of paper, and the piece of paper said, check the umbilical cord.
There it is. There it is.
And so, and then the next step is as the new dad gets to cut the umbilical cord, so I cut the umbilical cord, and I was like, this is weird. There's a piece of paper sticking out in the umbilical cord.
How did you know not to cut through the paper? That's even crazier.
I think I just cut it in the right place.
Yeah.
Where it was just sort of.
Yeah.
It was just sort of sticking out there.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. And I mean, we're not trying to, again, I'm not trying to say, look, the Mr. Football thing, I just happen to be right about these things sometimes, Eddie. Is that okay? Is that all right?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's that, like, I'm not trying to brag.
But I have a piece of paper. I think it's right here somewhere. It's in this scrapbook of his. Hold on, let me.
Aw. I'm honored
that you
kept that.
It's kind of cool because you had it folded up real. It was like right there in the umbilical cord like that.
Now,
right?
Did your jaw drop when you saw the final score tonight?
I was a little, because I didn't really understand. I knew who the Eagles and the Seahawks were.
Right.
So that made sense. And I know you were Mr. Football even back then.
Right. Sure.
So I knew what that was.
Sure.
But you wrote you gave me the final score 20-17 Eagles Seahawks, right?
Yep.
I guess you had a change of heart because you wrote 20 Eagles.
At first,
Seahawks
I thought
17.
it was going to be at first. Yep,
and then
about a month before the game, about a month before Colton was born, I thought it was going to go Eagles.
Right, and then you had win with INT.
Yep.
Which, okay. All right.
Yep.
And then what really confused me was like Drew Lock hero.
There it is. Right there.
How
Mr.
did you
Football.
Drew Lock was probably at that point
Junior high?
Pee Wee football.
Maybe. Well, Eddie, Mr. Football, as you know, kind of has his finger on the Pop Warner pulse. You know what I mean? A lot of those. I can just tell.
But he was originally drafted by the Broncos.
He was. Yep. He sure was.
And then came over in the blockbuster Seahawks.
Well, I just kind of had a feeling
Russell Wilson
I had a feeling that it was going to get weird between Wilson and Pete Carroll. Because
I don't know. Wilson wasn't even in the league at that point.
I know.
Wilson was still in high school.
Well, do you remember when the first movie we went to, the A-Team movie we saw?
Pete Carroll was coaching at USC.
USC, I know. But remember, you want to talk Mr. Football? The first time we went to a midnight movie was the A-Team with Liam Neeson.
Sure.
And remember when I turned to you and I said, boy, they should have just gave it to Beast Mode. You'll see. Remember that? Remember I said that? I
do remember that. I was
Seahawks,
like, what is Beast Mode? What's
Seahawks
Beast Mode?
just should have handed it off to Beast. You'll see. You'll see what I mean.
I didn't know what Beast Mode meant.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Football.
And then you sprinkled some Skittles in my popcorn. I'm like, what are you doing?
What is happening?
Yeah, I remember that.
No Skittles were even there. Theater were out of it. Just, we're just saying, Mr. Football.
And I was like, why'd you do that? And you're like, we'll see. You'll see.
Skittles.
It's insane. Incredible. Incredible.
Can I give a shout out to my boy over Doyle's Customs on Instagram?
Okay, Doyle's Customs. What do they do? Ooh.
Look at this. Nintendo
Is that a
Switch.
He-Man? Does that
Mega
say
Man.
He-Man?
Mega Man. It's got the Mega Man color scheme. And then
I was wondering why it said He-Man.
And then on the back, it's got an Easter egg from Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. Now, you had to go through a lot of shit in order to do this, but if you did, it was an awesome one-hit kill most boss moves, because both games were made by Capcom, where Mega Man would do the Street Fighter Hadouken!
Ooh.
And so he puts Mega Man X doing the Hadouken on the back.
Wow.
There it is. This is just...
No one would be able to appreciate that had Ramble Radio not also been video.
You're very right. And this, Eddie, the 377th time that has happened.
People know.
When did they bury Ramble Radio? Let's just for...
Oh, gosh. And this is kind of recent, too, because I remember we started this not too long. Right around before the pandemic started, we started Ramble Radio.
I
think they called us like 2 or 3.
They were like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? We don't
need a Ramble offshoot.
No.
Not even thinking Ramble Radio would surpass Ramble.
So go past it. Go past it. And we got to talk, but if y'all want, you can email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. We're on Twitter at Podcast Ramble, Instagram Podcast Ramble, YouTube The Ramble Teeb. We have a merch page on TeePublic. But now here's what we do. Go just fucking subscribe and give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. That's it.
Do it.
We still have 145 stars. Cordelia 77 is still the queen of the hill. So let's get that going. Subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review. Subscribe to us on YouTube, on the Ramble Teeb, anything. We're there. Follow us on all of our social medias, all that good shit.
Please.
And my God, we got to talk about this, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm already begging you to just start watching Tubi, who should be hosting the Ramble. To be honest. But my God, Eddie, last night it was, I had 2 episodes to go on the 5 Faces of Death or Doom, this season 3 opening of Transformers, the animated, the one that directly follows the movie. Oh my God, the final episode. Can I just break down what happens?
Let me know.
And I'm going to save the most incredible part of it for the very end. Okay. But let me break down what happens.
But we are, after Transformers the movie, Rodimus Prime is now
the leader. The Decepticons are in complete disarray. They don't have a leader. They think Galvatron's dead. So what Cyclonus does is they go into Unicron's floating head, and they access Unicron's memories. And you see Galvatron being thrown out by Rodimus. And so they traject where it landed, where Galvatron landed. And they go find him, and he's bathing in, like, lava. Just chilling, Galvatron. Yeah. And then
kicking it old
he's
school.
Kicking it. And he gets mad for disrupting him. He fucks him up. And then he's like, all right, fine. The Decepticons need a leader. I'll do it. And he goes to lead. And while they're doing this, the Quintessons are thinking, we got to get rid of the Matrix. So we're gonna turn the Decepticons against the Autobots again. We'll give them the Energon. We'll help them. And so they do that. And then by the time the Decepticons all show fealty to the Quintessons, Galvatron comes back. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And Blitzwing is the only one who stays. And he goes, I'm loyal to you, you know? And Galvatron's like, well, all right, Blitzwing, my old comrade, we're going to get the Decepticons back. And so Galvatron goes to fuck up the Quintessons. By the way, how many vaginas are just dripping wet right now?
Dude, I'm sure a lot of people aren't even listening to the podcast anymore because they're either A, masturbating,
right,
or
they're
however they listen to their iPods or their podcast is it's no longer working because it's drenched in vaginal fluid.
Vaginal fluid. How many people?
It's short circuited numerous laptops and cell phones.
That's a title. How many people are pleasuring themselves to Transformers? Talk
Season 3.
God damn. We know how to make them pussies wet.
Oh, dude. How many orgasms did we just happen? Did we just create? I mean,
Jesus Christ.
You could probably feel the shake.
Ooh. And then so Galvatron's like, fuck that. I'm getting my crew back. I'm getting my people back.
Posse back together.
So he goes to fuck up the Quintessons, and the Quintessons are terrified of him. And they're like, wait. We didn't tell you about the Decepticon matrix of leadership, did we? And he's like, the fuck you talking about?
He's like, I like that.
So they conned him. They're lying. They conned Galvatron. And so now this battle is happening in episode 5. It's up to Blur and Wheelie to deliver a transforming cog to Earth so they can get Metroplex going. And you don't know why they need to get Metroplex going. And then in episode 5, you find out because the Decepticons have woken up Trypticon on Earth.
Yeah.
And Trypticon is just coming towards Metroplex. So they get the thing into Metroplex. Before they can do it, though, Wheelie and Blur are stranded on a planet. And the fucking Predacons come to stop them. They merge to form Predaking. And then Skylink shows up and beats the ever-living shit out of Predaking and then takes Blur and Wheelie to Earth. And it was a great shot. Trypticon is about to stomp on the Metroplex as a city, as a base. Yeah. And then as its foot's coming down, you just see a hand grab it, toss it, out comes Metroplex. It was fucking incredible. Fucking incredible. Then
I just heard 1,000 female voices screaming in pleasure.
All at once.
All at once.
It all just happened. 1,000 women came just at once with that descriptor.
And then silence.
What else is left? How do you follow that?
Oh.
Oh, well, we're about to hear 1,000 multiple orgasms, I think, because Because then Metroplex fucks up Trypticon, and then now we're back on Cybertron, and Rodimus knows it's the Quintessons, and he's like trying to stop the Quintessons, and he knows Galvatron's coming with all the Decepticons, and he's like, I've got to get to this area in Cybertron, and dude, Ultra Magnus himself just stands in front of Rodimus and goes, go. And Rodimus is like, you'll be remembered, friend. And he takes off, and you're thinking, well, there they go. They got him again. Yeah, Ultra Magnus obliterates 2 Seekers with Eddie. Just one punches him. Just fuck you, obliterates him. Then Galvatron lands, and Galvatron's talking shit. Like, are we going to do this again? You remember what happened last time? Ultra Magnus just starts opening fire. After 2 shots, Galvatron's like, we'll meet again, Autobot. Fucking takes off.
Where was this Ultra Magnus in Transformers the movie? Where was this guy?
To go from Jamarcus Russell to Lamar Jackson in fucking 5 minutes. Unbelievable.
I mean, the greatest turnaround in the history of sports?
It has to be.
And entertainment?
In this history of sport, the greatest. The guy went from nothing to winning the Rumble. Like, it was fucking insane. And fucking... And then the end, Blitzwing walks. He's like, he tells Galvatron, I'm not with you anymore. I'm not an Autobot. I'm not a Decepticon. Blitzwing just walks. He's out.
Gone.
It was fucking incredible.
So now, is Ultra Magnus that great, or does this tell you what an anchor the Matrix of leadership is?
No, I think Magnus is that great. I think Magnus he heard the footsteps the first few times, and then he got it together. I think Magnus he earned the name Ultra Magnus. He earned it.
So what happened to him in Transformers the movie? You think that's just first start jitters?
Jitters. Just Jesus Christ, this kid threw 5
Should we now have the slogan, let Ultra Magnus cook? Just let him cook for a little bit.
Let him cook.
Just let Ultra Magnus cook.
Just give him 2 weeks with the playbook, for crying out loud. That's all we're asking.
Gee, we threw him in there. It was too early.
Dude,
too early.
I was like, this give him the Matrix. He fucked up 2 Seekers. Just fuck you.
Yeah.
Galvatron, he doesn't even get rattled. Galvatron's running, and they're like, man, fuck you.
And what's Rodimus doing now? He's like, oh, I'm taking off. You'll be remembered. Bye.
You'll be remembered. Yeah, Rodimus is like,
should I be the leader? Should I not be the leader?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Fuck Tubi, Transformers, fucking incredible. And
we've been wrong the last 4 years on the Ramble about Ultra Magnus.
We've been shitting on Ultra Magnus.
We've been calling the Dave Campo of the Autobots. That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
We're so wrong.
He went from Dave Campo to Jimmy Johnson, and like you said, he went from Belichick Browns to Belichick.
The Browns
Patriots.
Belichick overnight in 2 weeks. Let Ultra Magnus cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
So, just on behalf of Ultra Magnus, on behalf of all the Ramble, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
We are
truly
sorry.
We were wrong.
We were wrong.
We took so many shots.
Oh God, it's embarrassing now. It's like we feel like Jim Rome apologizing to Jim Everett right now. Like that's.
I think what we did was worse.
It was worse. It was
worse what we did to Ultra Magnus.
It was far
worse.
I got to say something too. We are. I was going to wait until Ramble proper to announce this, but I can't.
Okay.
It won't be in tomorrow's Ramble, but maybe the week after we're introducing a new segment. You ready for this? Eddie, do you even know what I'm going to say?
I don't even know.
Pull back the curtain. Do you even know?
I wasn't at our pre-pro dinner tonight. I missed it. It was just you by yourself.
It was just me talking to my cats, and it was
in Beverly Hills at that restaurant.
At that really nice one. You ready for this?
Yeah, what is it?
So it won't be next Ramble, but the one after, Gumbleization.
Ooh.
We're just going to take 6 or 7 random names and have Brian Gumble assign him a nickname. Gumbleization.
Okay, I like it.
If I can get a band quick enough, I think I have the intro song for that too.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
It would just
lay
be
it on me.
Gumbo Love. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Gumbo Love. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. I mean, are you in?
Even though it is a Kiss song, I'm in.
No, that's Steve Miller Band.
Was that Steve Miller? I thought that was Kiss.
Jungle Love. It's driving me mad.
Oh.
It's making me crazy.
Oh, that's
Gumbo
right.
Love. It's
For some reason, it sounded like Kiss to me for a second.
All right, but let's do it. Let's just do we practice some gumbalizations real quick?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do it with what you hate. Gene Simmons, go. What would it be? Sims?
Sims? Jeans.
Peter Criss from Kiss. What would that be? Chrissy? Pete? Ace Frehley from Kiss.
Freeze? Lee?
Paul Stanley. Stands. John Wayne Gacy. Let's go. John Wayne Gacy. Wayne's Gace.
Gace?
Killed some kids, did you guys?
Killed some of the kids, Gace?
Murdered some kids,
Killed the kids, Gace? Wayne's
killed some kids, Gace.
Wayne's? Let the kids die, Wayne's?
Let those kids on. Got them under your backyard there? Got them under your house there? Case. Oh, fuck. There it is. Gumbo Love. It's making me mad. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Gumbo Love. Well, there we go. So that's what you have to look forward to. Not next week. The week next week.
Gumbo
Love. Tomorrow. Yo. Gumbo Love.
Gumbo Love. From the time. Come on, man.
Oh, which, like, I think it was all Prince. I think every Time album, Prince just like literally played every instrument. And
I don't feel like singing these or putting my name on them, but you can have them.
You can have them. I think it's kind of stupid. It's a hit. I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
So here, it's y'all.
Go have a career off these. I don't give a shit.
Have fun.
Gumbo Love.
Gumbo Love. In the Gumble, the Brian Gumble, the Lion Damo on my Twitch stream was like, "Welcome to the Gumble. We got one game." Like that could be. Oh God!
See, if we had the money, we could have a different intro every week.
Every week,
we could hire a
different band.
We could hire Guns N' Roses to sing.
Hire
Gumbo
the
Love,
time
or Welcome to the Gumble.
We could
hire the time. Gumbo Love.
Hire the Steve Miller Band to do their Gumbo Love.
If we had that kind of money, but we don't because these people don't spread the word,
and these people don't fucking subscribe. They don't give us a 5-star rating.
And Hemp Vita fucked us. So it's not our fault. It's not our fault. This is what you could be having, but it's not our fault.
Gumbo Love. We're doing this. Gumbalization. Do you like this? Gumbo or do we call it Gumbo Love?
I think we call it Gumbo Love.
You say Gumbo Love over Gumbalization.
I think I like Gumbo Love.
Gumbo Love. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Gumbo Love. Gumbo Love. It's Gumbo Love. It's Gumbo. Well, as fun as this was, we sadly have contractual. We know. We have to take it over to our contractually obligated portion.
Skeletor.
No.
We realized how wrong we were about Ultra Magnus. Have you ever been that wrong about somebody before?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question. I'm glad that you've asked me. The biggest I'll say rarely makes mistakes, but it's happened a few times, and I would like to rectify this one situation, okay? And it was when, I thought He-Man's father's chode was the most disgusting and smelliest piece of flesh I'd ever experienced or seen in my life, Eddie. And
Okay.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to He-Man's father because I was wrong. And the smelliest and most disgusting piece of flesh I've ever seen in my life is not He-Man's father's chode, but it's He-Man's mother's pussy! And his chode is second. So I'm sorry. I apologize to He-Man's father's chode. He-Man's mother's pussy is the largest and most disgusting piece of flesh that does exist. All right?
Okay.
So I was the bigger person. I did something. I was the bigger man, and I admitted I was wrong.
Okay.
Something no one else can do. I do it.
All right, there we go.
All right. Send us knob, Cody. Let's
Please hurry. Get
him
that.
on.
Get that guy on.
Rectify those wrongs.
Rectify. Oh God, righting a lot of wrongs over there, huh? Man. Oh,
Yeah. Patreon.com, 5 days a week. The
Yes.
Ralph Report. Tuesdays,
Right.
Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
that's right.
And I also was wrong when I said that it takes He-Man's father 5 seconds to jizz his pants when he sees a donkey taking a shit. I was wrong about that. It only takes him 2.4 seconds. Ah!
Don't think he understood our question. But,
I don't know. No, he did not.
No.
You can find me in all the same Ramble locales. You can find Cody and Eddie. And there, is that it? Do we have anything else,
it.
Eddie?
I
That's
think
it.
I
All
think
right.
I think we're done.
We'll see you tomorrow for a regular Ramble proper. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Please do that. Until then, stay safe. Have a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.